Wake me up before you go. Who needs Kone when you got Sissoko? Yes, Moussa Sissoko has signed back at Watford on a 2-year contract on a free transfer after his previous spell at Watford in the 2021-22 season. I hope you liked my musical rendition there at the start of the video. I tried my best, I can assure you. But yes, the big news today is that former France international, Moussa Sissoko has re-signed for Watford on a 2-year contract. And I have to get straight into my opinion on this because I've seen a lot of negative comments from fans on lots of social media platforms about this deal. But for me, to have a player of Moussa Sissoko's experience and calibre in the Championship, is very, very rare. And for Watford to secure his signature, I think is a real coup. Now, yes, I know people are complaining that his agent is Mogi Bayat, who we've reported here on the channel before is quite a controversial football agent around Watford with his links to Gino Pozzo, potential investigation into some dodgy deals potentially that happened between Watford, Udinese, and some other clubs as well. But we won't dive too much into that. But I know there was a lot of negative reception around Mogi Bayat and the fact that Moussa Sissoko is his client. But putting that aside, I think Watford securing his signature once again, as I said, is a real coup. Moussa Sissoko has vast experience in the Premier League and in European competitions as well as also international football with France. Moussa Sissoko reached the Champions League final with Tottenham. He played a key part in their midfield, really, under Maurizio Pochettino. He was also previously at Newcastle in the Premier League, and I know he was really liked by their fans there as well. And for Watford to secure his signature once again, I do believe is a real coup. Apparently, according to Tom Cleverley, Moussa Sissoko himself has made compromises to come back to Watford, which, putting 2 and 2 together there means he's taken, potentially a significant pay cut to come back to the club, which I think is a good sign. And also, I think for Moussa Sissoko himself, his previous stint at the club didn't go to plan. Of course, we all know what happened in the 2021-22 season. What got relegated quite comfortably, really. We didn't really put up that much of a fight. But he was one of the key leaders and key players in midfield during that season, and one of the real bright sparks, really, in what was quite a dismal season under numerous managers. I'm sure you can remember Claudio Ranieri, Roy Hodgson, the list goes on, really, in that season. It wasn't very good at all. And hopefully, from Moussa Sissoko's perspective, I hope he's come back to try and put that bad season right, and hopefully have a much more positive experience with Watford this time round. Now, Tom Cleverley has conducted an interview with Watford after Moussa Sissoko signed today, and he said it's a statement signing. He played himself a key part in bringing Sissoko back to the club. It was his decision. He explicitly said it was his decision. So I know a lot of people have said that the club have made this without Tom's approval. No, Tom Cleverley has said in his own words, it was his decision. And for me, I can only see this as a positive. I do expect maybe another midfielder to come in because we've lost Jake Livermore, who obviously left the club. He was an experienced leader himself. And Ismail Kone, our promising Canadian midfielder, has just left the club for a big fee, actually, to go and join Marseille in France. So I think for me, I know Sissoko and Livermore play slightly different positions. Livermore is more of a ball-winning midfielder, whereas Sissoko I view more as a box-to-box, midfield workhorse. But what we've done with Sissoko is we brought him in to kind of replace the leadership void that Livermore has left. Sissoko, as I said, has very many international caps for France. He's played with Newcastle. I said as well earlier, him playing for Tottenham in the Champions League, reaching that final that they ultimately lost. So yeah, in conclusion, I'm very happy. He would have taken a significant wage reduction to rejoin the club. It's another body in midfield. As I said, I would expect another midfield signing to take place because we also lost Ismail Kone recently as well. But so far, so good for me in terms of the Watford signings. Jonathan Bonder's come in as a backup goalkeeper to replace Ben Hamer, which clearly puts Daniel Batman as Tom Cleverley's #1 goalkeeper. And he said that in an interview with the Watford Observer, actually, that Daniel Batman will be the #1 this season. Moussa Sissoko has signed today as I speak to you, which I see as a positive signing. Vast experience in the Premier League, the Champions League, and at international level. Hopefully he's still got legs and he can move around a little bit. But I think that's a good deal as well. And then, of course, we signed Rocco Batta a few days ago as well. A very exciting talent from Celtic, who was actually wanted by quite a few clubs around Europe as well. So for me, positive signs so far in this transfer window. Hopefully we can continue on this trajectory, bring a few more young talents in as well. I know Tom Cleverley mentioned they're in discussions with a few Premier League clubs regarding some loan deals as well, so we'll have to see how that pans out. But overall, in conclusion, I am very happy with this deal. Let me know what you think about Moussa Sissoko rejoining Watford in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe to The Watford Way and check us out on our social media pages as well. We're on X, formerly known as Twitter, we're on Instagram, and we're also on Facebook as well. So make sure to give us a follow on all of them so you don't miss any of the latest Watford news. And aside from that, I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye.